Hey folks, Aaron with Passing Through Productions. Thank you so much for coming back and spending some time with me. I hope your Thursday is going well. I'm going to come back and do a video on Adam and Tom Wilson and the whole Hugh Hauser situation as part of a bigger video called The Many Influences of Adam the Woo, something to that effect. So I'll cover that whole section then. I thought this was pretty funny. Adam responded similar ways to this same question about it being YouTube's 20th anniversary. He always turned it around and, yeah, they said I'd never make it on this platform. And a couple of times he said cool, but for the most part it was, yeah, they never said I'd make it. They always challenged me. Never challenged the woo. Let's take a look at a few more comments. It had a pretty much a central theme. Adam is mellow and chill, and if they want to ban him from Florida, hey, that's okay. He understands their decision. Wait, what? That's completely different than what we heard him say before, but oh well. Let's get into it.
I've here at Frankenstein Parking. Notice it does not say Frankenstein's Monster Parking.
Thank you for pointing that out, Lord Wu. I did notice that, so take that, haters who try to tell him it's Frankenstein's monster. It says Frankenstein, and Universal put it there. Well, there's all new Back to the Future merchandise at Universal Hollywood, and that's got Adam's name right on it. Going to the corridor of goons, it will.
That I'm going to look at and most likely buy some of. And the coaster is almost completed. So I'm going to check that, get an update about that, and have myself a day.
Have himself a day? When does he not have himself a day? So let me get this straight. Update on a coaster that he can't ride yet, and more crap that he doesn't need.
Yeah, that's about the long and short of it.
I'm so glad you asked me to be here for this.
Piping hot caffeinated beverage achieved.
Yeah, but I don't get the feeling this is an energy efficient escalator. So should we care, really?
Adam tells us it feels real good outside, so a weather report is coming.
10:36 a.m. A nice overcast 61 degrees. Gonna get up to 68 or 69 later.
Oh, yeah, good family-friendly Adam the Woo, the Mr. Rogers of the Disney vlogger set. Did that whole thing just so that he could say 69. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the overcastness. It's not cold, definitely not hot.
Just as Goldie Woo wants it. Nice.
The entertainment capital of LA. In fact, I just renewed my annual pass.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought he was acting extra pass-holy.
All right, first and foremost, get me to the merch. I want to see that new merch. Of course, love Back to the Future, so that's kind of what I'm going to be showcasing.
Wait a minute. You trying to tell me that Adam likes Back to the Future? Okay, yeah, Adam likes Back to the Future a lot.
Look at this down here. You got the part 3 right there for $2,200. You can get Doc, Marty, the railroad track, the toothpick holders right here. 40 years since this film came out. About 40 years. That's kind of neat right there. Instead of saying out of time, it says 40 years, 85 to 2025. Another ringer.
Adam is in woo heaven as you hear his voice pattern going up to 88 miles per hour. He's loving it.
Chains down here with Doc on the clock tower. You got Hill Valley right here. You got a little spoon if you so choose to stir your coffee maybe with that, perhaps. Flux capacitor, some sort of a flux capacitor wall saying there. You got all the different DeLoreans from all 3 of them right there in miniature form.
I like this, powered by flux capacitor. Future change right there. Future changer. Wait a second. Future changer. Right?
It's funny how he read that. I don't think he understands what future changer means.
No, I think he does. It's when you take your underwear and socks that you've been wearing for a week in some faraway place that you hated being at, and then you switch into new ones that you've bought from some street vendor, and you discard the old ones for the poor hotel housekeeper to find. Right?
Here, powered by flux capacitor, a subliminated headband. Not sure exactly what that is, but we're getting.
He enjoys reading things so much. If only he could do it correctly.
I think he thought that was going to send him subliminal messages or something. We got you, Adam. Sublimation is just the process in which that design is put on the fabric. The fabric is typically like anti-sweat, wicking technology. So the design itself will stay for a long, long time. Enjoy your headband. I have to give it to Adam. If you were just a Back to the Future fan and you wanted to know what new merchandise that they have, he's covering that. He's showing you everything that there is. And now he's decided he wants to get some odd socks. But my question, Adam, how odd are they?
They're not that odd. I guess they kind of are odd, but I do like socks.
Yes, we know.
They go well with my Back to the Future tattoo I have on my leg. It'll kind of morph all in together.
No, don't put that on those socks. Nothing can help that tattoo.
Roosevelt's, but evidently Universal is now, I guess Roosevelt's doing pretty well for themselves. I never owned a Roosevelt.
Yep, Roosevelt's doing extremely well. Have a lot of merchandise tie-ins all across Disney, Universal, you name it. And man, Adam, if only you could have had a good relationship there. I wonder if they have a relationship with anybody else.
Hey, friends.
Taking over. Look at this. You got part 1 there. You got part 3 there. Get a load of Universal's life preserver. Dork thinks they're going to drown.
There's a lot of things that I am a fan of that I enjoy. I can't imagine on any level being this obsessed with a franchise.
Well, that merchandise is specifically for an event that's coming up starting this weekend called Universal Fan Fest.
Adam trying to act like, oh yeah, they have this fan fest going on. You know, maybe I'll be here, maybe I'll not. You know he's going to be here. Ever since it was announced, he put out on Instagram that he was for sure going to be here. That's why he's here. That's why he's still in California. And today, as I'm recording this, it's Friday. He'll be there tonight with a video to follow on Saturday.
Yeah, check it out. They even have the part 2 Marty cap, right? Well, a variation of the part 2 Marty cap.
My goodness, when you said he shows everything, he shows everything.
That content ain't gonna grow on trees there, sweetheart.
Right here, stay hydrated if you so choose. I do like the lanyard right there, the lanyard. Wallet right here, Back to the Future Velcro wallet, and this pillow looks very comfortable. This pillow fits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious sleep. Sleeveless shirt right here if you want to show off the arms at the beach. Really go old school 80s style and get the jean jacket here with the patch on the back, the patch on the front. This might be a laptop bag. I don't really know exactly what this is, but
Mercifully, Adam runs out of Back to the Future merchandise.
One of those things you had to stick with and deal with on the studio tour. I am kind of looking forward to the Fast and the Furious coaster, though. I think that's going to be 5 times better.
So even though Adam said he didn't like the Fast and Furious ride, he thinks the coaster will be 5 times better than something he didn't like. So I don't know how woo math works.
There's a lot of new Dungeons and Dragons merchandise, which I never thought there'd be a whole cavalcade of D&D merchandise. You got to wonder if Stranger Things brought Dungeons and Dragons back into the forefront.
Now, Adam mentions this mainly because he had pointed out Stranger Things to Tom Wilson, and Tom Wilson didn't seem to be too familiar with it. So this is just a callback to that. But I'm not going to rag on Adam's point. I think it's a good point. Stranger Things did bring maybe more of a cool factor back to D&D, but mostly the pandemic is what really brought D&D on strong. But yeah, we know, Adam. You told Tom Wilson about Stranger Things. We know.
I would imagine Dungeons and Dragons are from the Black Lagoon back. What am I saying?
What are you saying? Take a breath already.
That's something right there that would look nice on the shelf. Sporting my Maxine shirt today, which is filmed at Warner Brothers and Universal Backlot. So I got my Maxine shirt on as well.
More of Woo's obsession. Of course, Maxine is an obsession twofold because 1, it reminds him of Hollywood, his great love. And 2, it reminds him of Daphne, also his great love. It's not impressing anybody, Adam. It's not impressing anybody. Just let it go. Let it go.
But of course, his first love is himself.
Well, yes, as it's written in an ancient scroll, the first one to love the Woo must be the Woo.
Speaking of shirts, my good buddy World of Micah bought me the 35th anniversary shirt, so I'm going to check with him. If he doesn't have the 40th, I'll return the favor by getting him the 40th.
Well, that's nice of Adam, and I like World of Micah. You know, a lot of people say he's a carpetbagger knockoff, and I don't think he's doing that intentionally. That's part of his day job, the whole look. But he's doing it right. He's working, and if the vlogs ever allow him to quit his day job, then maybe he will. But I admire that aspect.
Oh, I know Greg's game room.
Wait, is he talking about who the hell is Greg?
That's the one.
The biggest Star Trek.
Trek, Adam.
Active features great and all, but if I was there, I'd want to see all the Star Trek stuff.
Trek.
It's all, I think, kind of next generation-y. Wait, is this? Wait, maybe not. This is old school. This is the Tribble.
Maybe it's just me, but that seemed a little off-putting, Adam grabbing the Tribble like that.
And use a newly purchased annual pass to get a discount on that.
Yes, we know, Adam. You're better than the rest of us. Wait, stop fondling the Tribbles.
Oh my gosh, they do have Wrath of Khan. I think Wrath of Khan might be my favorite Star Trek.
Adam, it's not Wrath of Khan like Shaka Khan. It's Wrath of Khan. And it's Trek. Star Trek.
City eel? And look at this. You can suck on the thing that went in Chekhov's ear. What the heck? That is horrible.
Yeah, total team Adam on that. That is one of the most bizarre ideas for merchandise.
I don't know how many people will be using the splash pad today. Probably not. It's a little bit cooler.
Yep, so not too hot, not too cold. Adam's already told us it's perfect weather. And this whole segment of him talking was just to point out that he saw a minion toppled over. That's it.
Look at that. They have laid so much more track down than last time I was here. The tram's going by the fire station down there. Track goes all the way down that way, up the side of the hill. Looks like all the track might be completely laid out. Obviously, it's not nowhere near being completely finished, but the track appears to be completely done. And
this to me is kind of one of the odd subcategories within theme park vloggers, those who talk about new construction and act like just pointing and saying, oh, there's new stuff here and there's new stuff there. And it looks like they hammered things in here and they laid track there. It's almost like they're a part of the construction. It's so weird. And you know, they all think it. They all think that the public is just waiting on them to say, yeah, it continues, or yeah, we think it's almost done. We don't know. We haven't talked to anybody.
And I'm also very curious if they're going to put scream tubes around it. Like when you go to DCA, Disney California Adventure, there are scream tubes around former California Scream and now Incredicoaster, because there are people who live in the neighborhoods, and evidently they want to block some of the screaming.
I imagine there are scream tubes all throughout Adam's house.
So Adam heads down to Springfield, but he's not going over to see The Simpsons. No, he's going to go on the studio ride for what must be his 200th time. And no, I'm not making that up. He said that.
If you look closely down there, there is Hill Valley, Clock Tower Square, Courthouse Square, whichever you refer to it as. Highly doubtful, because there is an event coming up this weekend, that they probably are not going to have the tram go down there.
Yep, unfortunately, probably not going to be any skateboard chases today. Adam did tell commenters who were saying the same thing, that they had not been able to see it recently, that yeah, it's very rare. 80% of the time you will not see Hill Valley in the Back to the Future set. Adam at FanFest, though, in that upcoming video, is going to be wild. We're going to see Adam at his most manic, most wild, probably since he was banned from Disney.
And we're actually about to see their base camp.
Adam, shh. The tour guide is talking.
Cast and crew convene when they're not filming. Consists of trailers, production vehicles, golf carts.
Golf carts? Adam has a glorified golf cart. It's like he has a production vehicle. So there is filming taking place, so the woo banter is for the most part shut down during this tour. They're filming a television show and possibly the newest Scream movie.
Okay, we get these all the time. It's the big one!
I think this is when Adam is truly terrifying, just looking around, maniacally smiling and laughing, all the while doing it silently. It kind of amps up the creepy factor up to 50. So, yep, even the Jaws scene, they're going to have to be quiet, and Adam wonders, how are they going to pull this off?
This is so weird doing the Jaws scene, but there's no narration.
But to be fair, Adam expects there to be narration for everything.
It's the fire. Fire. See if everybody stays quiet.
Well, I think quiet please just kind of went out the window, but Adam is desperately trying to maintain a low tone. Good job, Woo.
Fresh floods are a possibility. Yeah. No, don't worry. Whoa! Whoa! No!
That kid sounded a little like the old Wilhelm scream.
Whoa!
Except for a couple portions, this is the quietest tour I've ever done at Universal.
Well, but still, Adam, that makes this the quiet one. You know, it's unique and fun and adventurous, and even though it's the 200th or whatever time you've done this, it's still unique.
Yeah, I could use a Maxine reference, though.
It's classic thriller.
Also Maxine.
Psycho.
She's standing right over here with Maxine. There's Norman. Wait, what's he got? He's got something. Oh, he's carrying a body.
It doesn't get much creepier than Whispering Woo saying lines that he said a dozen times.
Stars of note, Keke Palmer is also the star
Truman
of
Show right
The
there.
Burbs, the television series that's filming on our lot right now as we speak.
Ending of the Truman
All right,
Show.
folks, I can't...
As the tour comes to an end, Adam yammering on about the ending of The Truman Show, you know, the movie that he completely misread the purpose of the movie. It's about breaking out and doing your own thing, whereas Adam wanted to break into The Truman Show and has tried his best to make his life The Truman Show.
10:04, the correct time from Back to the Future Part 1 when the lightning struck. You even have the Panthers here and the two little conducting pieces.
Conducting pieces. The Woovians will love that one. He's so quirky. We love it.
So he calls them conducting pieces. So what? Who cares?
For your Emmy consideration, Lori mocking Adam the Woo as Fred Armisen as Joy Behar. 134 days until Adam can experience Hollywood Horror Nights. Again, can you imagine laying out your year that way around different theme park openings? That's all that's a concern. That's all that's on your calendar.
Let's begin on what each maze will be here. There's always one wedged in here between the mummy and this little air conditioner unit down here. Always good to see this guy. Hitchcock would be proud.
Are you kidding? Hitchcock would curb stomp you if you tried that in front of him.
Just, I don't know, being a AP for so many years and living over on Hollywood Boulevard for a couple of years and popping in all the time and HHN memories and memories of the park. It definitely holds a special place in my heart.
Hear Adam talk
for sure. And I love the tram tour. I love the tram tour. I like seeing all the changes and the things they keep adding. And looking forward to the future
the average
of Universal Studios
right?
Hollywood.
The
All the things
people
that come along with it. I will see you in the
pass
next
to every
video.
single theme park.
Appreciate you watching.
But it also makes him feel like a shareholder.
always, thank you for watching.
If you will. And I guess to an extent you are. You're helping to fund this enterprise that you love. But it's more than that. Adam feels like he's a vital, important part, but yet would never in a million years want it to be an actual job. Never wants to take a creative role at one of these theme parks, etc. Just literally wants to go and be entertained day in and day out. Just that dopamine hit of nostalgia, that's all he's interested in.
Appreciate you watching. As always, thank you for watching. It's enjoyable to live my life, put it on camera, and have people tune in. So thank you.
What's this I hear? A thank you from the Woo? Yep, that is a definite response to your comments and feedback, to the forums like Reddit, Tattle Life. This is Adam getting back to something he used to do. I've seen people that say, oh, he never thanked his fans. That's not true. He did, but has not in a long time, not on a regular basis, not to where he truly gets the gist of, if people don't watch you, Adam, you don't have the money to just endlessly vacation. So that's at least a little nod to that. And in our final section today, we're going to take a look at Wu caught out in the wild on a live stream from Universal. Much more subdued Adam than we normally see.
Travelers.
Hey, man. How you been?
Good. I just got back from Paris last night. The new,
Whoa. Don't you try to show up World Traveler, Wu.
like more interactive.
I'm hoping to get over there at some point.
It's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I like it over there.
What are you doing? Checking out all the fan fest stuff?
Yeah, I'm maybe coming. I don't know if they can let. Probably no recording tonight.
So Adam is slowly going off frame, trying to leave, and then he finally makes a beeline to leave, and a question is asked of him that he tries to be coy with his answer.
Friday? Maybe you haven't decided. Oh, we don't want to release too. Thank you, Adam. We don't. I should have asked him that. He doesn't normally. He normally surprises everybody with his vlogs.
Well, I mean, he attempts to do that, but we generally know.
That was a faux pas. That was a.
No problem. Happens to the best of us. Just say a dozen hell woos. We'll call it even. Okay, and that's it for today. Okay, I don't know whatever it is. It's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We're going to do the Adam song.
Okay, but yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay? Ready? Go.
There's no words there to play us out. What does that mean, to play us out?
It's going to be an Adam song.
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's our episode for today, folks. We've been...
In 5, 4, 3.
That's our episode for today, and we'll leave you with the... I can't do it. We'll do it live. F it, we'll do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. This effing thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's it for us today. I'm Aaron with Passing Through Productions.
And I'm Lori. Thanks again for watching, and we'll leave you with an Adam song and hopefully one day a full album. Take it away.
Is it going? Hear the mechanism starting.
Once upon a time, he was filming train hoppers, exploring abandoned buildings, and going to strange places. He used to be called Adam the Woe. Now he just goes to theme parks. Adam the Woe. He likes to film his feet. Adam the Woe. He's very lazy. Adam the Woe. And Tampa J is his son.
That was good. No, you don't eat that.
Then one day he discovered Disneyland. He became obsessed with Disney parks and started filming his feet on the People Mover. He used to be called Adam the Woe. Now he just goes to theme parks. Adam the Woe. He likes to film his feet. Adam the Woe. He's very lazy. Adam the Woe. And Tampa J is his son. Goes to theme parks. Adam the Woe. He likes to film his feet. Adam the Woe. He's very lazy. Adam the Woe. And Tampa J is his son.
All right, this is the end of it. I'm full. We're done.